Young nigga about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out clean and skip up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a threat. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on that jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it full. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it at top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a threat. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look at how far we progress. Fluid, I don't see a threat.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. We're back again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. As you enter into the stream, be sure to put a 1 in the chat so that we know that everybody can hear me clear. Very important that you do that. If I don't see no 1s, that means you can't hear me. All right, so make sure you're doing your part. All right. So guys, okay, we got some 1s. Let's get into the content. This is very, very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing, guys. Man. Well, guys, first, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate everybody joining the show. If you're on the road, drive safe. Welcome to Ringo TV Reactions. Welcome. We got to cover this particular news, guys. There's a lot going on in the world. This is really a bad one right here, guys. Like, really, this is so embarrassing. I don't know where to start, guys. Like, I really don't know what to say. It's disgusting. This is by far the worst I've ever seen of the future of our people. And I'm speaking of the Black community. When you have the youth, the future, kids, young men and women on college campuses, carrying themselves like animals and savages. It's disgusting. And you wondering why it's very difficult for us to sit at the table and negotiate real business. See, Charlie Kirk focused on getting people together so we can have conversations. If these young people supposed to be the future and they can't even sit at the table to have the conversation, then the black community is done. If these are supposed to be the intelligent and this is how they carry themselves, like animals and savages, you got a white man who set up a table, MAGA, sets up a table, and then a full-blown riot breaks out. These men were harassed, property stolen, they were attacked, car attacked. I thought this is supposed to be America. I thought blacks are always crying for reparations, crying to be heard, complaining that they're being attacked by racists. But when we look at this, I see black racists. If this was the other way around, and it was a black guy walking with a MAGA hat, and he was surrounded by nothing but white folk hurling insults, oh, you folks would have a field day with that. You would have a field day with that. If a black man was walking around with his own hat and predominantly white people are all around him hurling insults and all up over, y'all would say those are racist people. Y'all would say that they might try to lynch him. We need to pray for him. But for some reason, you have a mob of youth. And guys, if you listen to the audio on this particular situation, the audio is horrible. They were literally saying stuff like, Charlie can't speak no more. If you go to listen to the audio from this particular clip, I think she said it. I think she's the one that said it, guys. If you listen to the audio, you got to listen to it with headphones on. That's the only way you'll hear it. Put on a set of good headphones and listen to this particular video here. That young lady said, Charlie can't speak no more, and was laughing. She mocked the fact that Charlie's dead. Black students, HBCU students, a black university. And this is how they conducted themselves. But we cry all the time about the white man is oppressing us. I see a white man right here being oppressed by blacks. Look at this. Look at that woman all up in the man's face. Let me rewind that back. Look at this. Look at this mess. What is she doing? Why is she so angry? Why is she so angry? This is somebody's kid. How would you feel if your kid was out here doing this? Think about that. Think about what's going on. This doesn't make any sense. They got their cameras out harassing this man. What one said, one gave a $5 super chat, says, if you was still in the truth, so already we see that I'm being insulted already. This person literally gave $5 to insult me. Let's see what he got to say. If you was still in, so he's implying that I don't follow God. You know what? Let me see this. You know what's so sad about this? At one, you super chat $5 to waste your time. Let me show you how stupid you are. You said if you were still in the truth, you would understand we not meant to be a part of their world. Why the fuck you in America? Why are you in America? See, you're the reason why America can't be great again, because you're evil. You have an evil, racist, hateful spirit. What do you mean if you were still in the truth, you would understand we not meant to be a part of their world? What do you mean a part of their world? You live in the world, dumbass. You here. Everything that's going on in this world affects you. You're in this world. And you have the audacity to send $5. You just wasted your money. I don't understand you jokers. You're so hateful, you even would say these crazy things. And then he said, if you were in the truth, if you were still in the truth, so he's implying that I don't follow God, you would know, you would understand we not meant to be a part of their world. So you're a racist, basically. Just say you don't like white people. Just say it. Just come online and say, look, I'm a racist. Just say it. Because if you got sick and had to go to the hospital and there's a white nurse or a Asian nurse, you ain't gonna say, oh, well, I'm in the truth. I don't need you to operate. I don't need you to check my vital signs. Oh, you get into a car crash? Hey, white man, you don't have to help me. I'm gonna wait for somebody black to help me. Yeah. You go into a car dealership to buy a car. Is there any black people in here? Sir, I'll help you to purchase your vehicle. No. I can't be a part of your world. You see how stupid you sound? You sound dumb. Just like those students. You're a representative of those savages. What we see in this video is savage behavior. Those are not civilized human beings. And I'm so glad this gentleman recorded every bit of it and didn't even speak nothing. He didn't even say nothing. He just documented it all just so that we could come online and do this content. We're gonna put this truth out there. And then one said, and it's sad you crying tears for your enemy. So so hold up. So wait. Let me get this straight. Watch this, guys. One believed that white people is black people's enemy. Do you see, ladies and gentlemen, that these particular so-called minorities are racist? Could you not see it? Or am I just making it up? Because according to one, he's telling me those people are my enemies and I'm crying tears. I don't see me crying anything. I'm doing content showing the world how these savages were behaving. These are savages. These are not students of higher learning. They were literally rioting. All these men did is set up a table. And this is how they were treated? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, guys. And you can insult me all you want. I don't give two F's. You watching me. Always remember that. And when you attack me, you attack yourself because you hate yourself. You're mad because I got the balls to stand up and speak the damn truth. That's what you're mad about. Unlike those cowards at that HBCU who didn't want to have the conversation. And yet black folk always talking about they want reparations, that they want the white man to understand their plight. You can't even have a conversation because you're uncivilized. These are college students acting like animals, acting like hooligans. Charlie Kirk wasn't doing this. Charlie Kirk was not harassing people like this, bro. Charlie Kirk was not doing this. Let me turn the volume up. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Let's get into the content. Let's play the tape. Let's watch this. Look at this, guys. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wrong volume. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, man? Like, oppressive hell. You feel me? Like, it's a crazy day out here. It's BSU. You feel me? Hold up.
They threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw something in our car?
Arrest. They just tried to hit the car. They're still hitting the car. Whoa! That was loud.
Don't do that. Come on. Yo.
Oh, you better not, boy! You better not!
Okay. Bring the sign back.
We're gonna do like a little end live pre-game or post-game situation here. We have 500 people watching.
We got 500 right here watching.
Look. Whoa. This is insane. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Hey, you're pretty close. Wow.
Well, I think the fearless tour definitely made an impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw something in our car?
Arrest.
They just try to hit the car. My gosh.
I think Horace is still out there trying to make sure the car is safe.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, officers. Wow. Hey!
Yeah, they threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top. Yeah, we got this all live. I'm posting this directly after so everyone can see exactly what happens.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
You're turned up a lot.
All right, guys, we are out of here. We'll see you later from the Fearless Tour gang.
Are they gonna block me in here now?
I think that might be what they're trying to do.
Notice what he's doing, dancing in the street, throwing water. These are college students.
They're blocking us. Here comes the cop. I'm not gonna hit it now, I guess. I'm not gonna hit it now, I guess.
This is crazy, bro.
They're hitting the car.
I thought they wanted us to leave.
They're hitting the car. We're trying to leave, and they're telling us to leave, and they don't want us to leave, I guess. Hey! They are still hitting the car.
This is crazy, man.
How is this a university?
Look, they're intentionally blocking us. They want us to leave, but they don't want us to leave.
It's like the biggest conundrum of all time. They're still hitting the car. This is wild. It's like a zombie apocalypse or something, man. Like they're... Oh, wow.
I mean, these fools got Black Lives Matter signs up when Black Lives Matter is a scam. Black Lives Matter, the entire organization is one big scam. It already been proven. And college students are still holding up that sign. This just goes to show how out of touch with reality they really are. And you're wondering why we need to make America great again. If those students represent the best of the black community, we in trouble. If those youths act like animals and savages, how will they be the future? How? If this is the behavior. If you're black, you should be embarrassed. Like I said, if it was the other way around, if there was a black man and he was followed, him, his wife, by a mob of white people, it would be headline news. You'll have Ben Crump representing the family. You'll have Jesse Jackson, Sharpton, all of these religious hypocrites in the churches. All of them will be lined up. You'll have Roland Racist Martin, you know, the YouTuber Roland Martin. He's a racist, a black supremacist. You'll have various influencers on social media that will be making videos talking about white people this, white people that. But now, when we look at this situation here, let me read the caption. It says, the Fearless Tour, insane. We went to Tennessee State University to host a civil and constructive dialogue about DEI. Their students instead decided to start a riot within 15 minutes of us being there. Be better. Now watch this, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know and hear what the university had to say in regards to the situation. Put a 1 in the chat, guys. A 1 in the chat if you want to know what the university have to say. This university need to, all funding to this university need to stop effective immediately. Whoever's in charge need to be held accountable to the highest degree. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Okay, it says the Fearless Tour says TSU released a statement claiming that students conducted themselves in a professional manner in response to our table on campus. That's a lie. This black university lied. All funding need to stop immediately. They need to shut the campus down. I don't care. I don't care if it's black. I don't care what the hell it is. Shut it down. I said, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. They lied. They lied. The school lied. Look what it says. TSU statement on unauthorized campus activity. Today, a group of individuals unaffiliated with Tennessee State University appeared on campus without prior notice in accordance with university policy, and demonstration or protest activity requires advance approval and permitted. Campus police and staff responded promptly, and the individuals were escorted from university grounds without incident. At all times, TSU students conducted themselves in a professional and respectful manner. The safety and well-being of our students, faculty, and staff remain our highest priority. TSU will continue to uphold university policies and ensure that campus remains a safe, welcoming, and orderly environment for all members of our community. This statement is bullshit. 100%. That university need to be shut down. I am calling for anybody that's in power to investigate this situation. Investigate who put out that public statement. They need to be fired, effective immediately. The video evidence clearly shows a mob rioting, harassing, attacking, destroying property of these men who just went there to have a conversation. They said that the students act professionally. That's a lie. They never did. They never act professionally. Shout out to Mandy for the $5 support. Says, as a non-American, that was the most disgraceful behavior I have seen on the world stage. That's right. You know? And to everybody that's in the live chat, please keep your comments clean with no profanity. I understand you're pissed off about the situation, just like I am. YouTube has very strict guidelines, and I may drop my F-bombs and my profanity here and there, but in the live chat, you got to keep it clean, guys. Got to keep it clean, right? Use asterisks to hide your words. In other words, you could say what you have to say, but use the asterisk symbol to block out the words so that the algorithm don't get affected by the profanity, right? So now, guys, let's go back to the statement that the university put out, because this was clearly a mob of violent students, savages, animals that was out of control, unhinged, disrespectful. They were throwing out insults, slurs. They were disrespecting Charlie Kirk. They were doing everything. And for what? Because some white guys came to their campus. So let me get this straight. So black university students don't believe in freedom of speech? Is that what we're saying? So black university students don't believe in freedom of speech. So you believe in attacking people for their rights, but yet you want people to hear your plight. This is why, as black Americans, you will never have reparations. You will never have reparations. You will never be able to have the conversation. Because when you display yourself like animals like this, you make all black Americans look bad. I'm a black man. I'm embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed for you. You're a disgrace. Your parents should be ashamed. If you're a mother or father and those kids those are your kids, you need to deal with that situation. Cause they making you look bad. You over there spending money doing this and that, and that's how they acting? Like a bunch of animals? I mean, if the police wasn't there, these men would have been killed. If the police was not there, the men would have been killed, guys. Period. They would have attacked these guys. They would have had no chance. This is absolutely sick. Let's go back to the tape, guys. Let's go back to the tape. Check it out. Let's go.
All we did was set up a table.
They were calling the white man the N-word, guys. If you listen to the tape, listen to the audio, they were calling a white man an N-word. Crazy. You hear the girl saying, how you feel? She was saying how Charlie can't talk no more. How you feel?
Hey, tell him where you going now? Because it ain't TSU no more, boy. Can't even hear you.
You heard her? She said, Charlie can't talk anymore. Charlie can't talk anymore. So she's celebrating Charlie Kirk's death.
Very black and very tired of this.
Why is she so angry? What made her so angry? Why are these people so angry at these men? They didn't do anything.
They did not walk this way. They walked that way. No doubt. They did not walk this way. They walked that way. Hey, what's up, man? Like, I'm pressing hell.
Look at this guy.
You feel me? Like, it's a crazy day out here. It's TSU. You feel me? Hold on.
This is very embarrassing, guys. Very embarrassing.
Yeah, they threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw something in our car?
Arrest. They just tried to hit the car.
Damaging property, throwing things at them. What is this? Is this what Martin Luther King taught black people? See, most of you attacked me when I had my criticism for Martin Luther King. Is this the results of the seed that was planted? I thought Martin Luther King says nonviolence, but yet I'm seeing savages and animals from the zoo literally attacking a group of white men, like 3 to 4 white men being harassed and attacked by a mob. Is this MLK's teachings here? He's spinning in his grave right now. Black youth in a college, and this is how they conduct themselves for the world stage to see.
Still hitting the car. Whoa! That was loud.
If this was the other way around and you had black men and women in a car like this and a mob of whites, everybody will be calling the white crowd racists, Klansmen, and everything negative. So don't tell me that those youths are not animals and savages, because they are. They're savages. They're black supremacists because they hate white people. What you're seeing in this video is a demonstration of youth that don't respect free speech, that don't like white people, that hate Trump, right? There's so much to unpack here, guys. Look at them. Look at a fool there dancing in the middle. Rather than him go read a book, he's busy dancing like a fool. And this is why I keep saying, man, there are so many problems in the black community, and yet blacks are always worried about white people all day. Oh, you know, the white man holding me down, and I just don't understand this. You know, the white man just keep, you know, look at this, fam. Is this black youth? They're educated? They can't be educated. There's no way. Why is she damaging their property? Why she just took their signs and threw them down? Why? Why? Because she's angry. Rather than her have the conversation, they're there to have the conversation. Like Charlie Kirk had the conversation. Blacks don't want to have the conversation. They just want to fight and argue. This is sad, man. This is sad that kids, literally young people from this university, have the opportunity to be in front of the world stage to display black people in a good way, instead took the opportunity to act like savages and animals. Have you not learned anything from history, guys? See, I'm all for America being great again. At the same time, I understand how white folk play their cards. See, these white men, they played their cards the way it has always been played in history. Get you to look stupid. And that's the problem. Y'all haven't learned anything from history. All they did is roll the tape and let you act like an animal. And then they display it to the world and it make you look bad. And it make them look good. And why not? It's the truth. They didn't do anything wrong. All they did is set up a table. You decide to attack and harass them. Rather than you have the conversation, rather than the smart student pull up and be like, hey, I'm going to speak on behalf of the other students. I'll have the conversation. My name is such and such and such. Nice to meet you guys. All right, let's talk about it. And use brain power. But see, the black man can't do that. Instead, he acts violent. So obviously, you haven't learned anything from Martin Luther King. And that's why I have very harsh criticism for what Martin Luther King did in America. Because he didn't help you. You could get mad all you want. If Martin Luther King helped black people to empower them, why these educated black students are acting like savages? Explain it to me. Explain why they're acting this way when they see white men. Because they don't like white people. And this is a fact that blacks can be just as racist as whites. The very thing that black people hate about white people, you have become yourself. Racist. Own it. It's the truth. It's the truth. You could get mad at me. You could cry a river. I don't care. You can insult me all you want. I don't care. Right? Shout out to Mandy for the $5 support. Says, I wasn't being disrespectful. I trying to tell you this is all over the MSM in my country, and it's not good. It's putting every black student in a bad light. Well, that's the whole point of it. But it's not the white man's fault. It's the black man and black woman's fault because they're uncivilized. I've been preaching this gospel for years. Black people hate me when I speak on these issues. They say that I'm a coon, I'm a Sambo, I'm trying to fit in with white people. This is what they always say. I'm not trying to fit in with nobody. I'm an American. I'm an American. You see what I'm saying? And I'm doing my part to hold black people accountable, to hold white people accountable. And when I see blacks acting like savages and animals like this, it make black people as a whole look bad. Do you understand that? Now, I'm a civilized human being. I'm a family man. So I understand how to conduct myself when I'm around all different ethnic groups. I'm not a racist at all. You understand? But unlike most blacks in America, they hate white people. But when you go to the black community, who's killing each other? Black people. Black people are killing each other. Black gang members are just fill the community up with violence. So why are they acting this way? Why aren't they being respectful? Where's the hospitality of this university? If this university represents black empowerment, then this is a bad display of what that university have to offer students. I believe that the university should be shut down. Any sort of government funding need to be pulled. And whoever put out this statement that the students conducted themselves in a professional manner, that person needs to be fired effective immediately. fired from their job. Whoever put this statement out and lied to do damage control for their university, they need to be fired effective immediately. I'm calling for anyone that's in power, anyone that can really make it happen. I'm calling for whoever put this statement out to be fired effective immediately, because it's a lie. It's a lie. Don't lie. Be accountable for your actions. Whoever put that statement out need to be fired, because those students were not respectful and they were not acting professional. They were acting like savages and animals, and they were destroying property and being violent. You understand? That makes Tennessee State University look bad. It makes it look bad, period. You understand? Bad. It's disgusting. These guys weren't even there for a short period of time, and all of a sudden now, they were attacked, their car, they stole their possessions, they were screaming black power in their faces and threatened them with weapons. That's right. Oh, y'all didn't see that part, right? Watch this, guys. Watch this. Keep looking at this tape.
Like, what would happen?
Hey, you can't don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on. Yo.
Oh, you better not, boy! You better not!
Okay.
You see that?
Like, what would happen?
Hey, you can't don't do that.
Look at this.
Come on.
They taking their signs and running off with their signs.
Come on.
Now watch the dude in the pajama pants, how he become violent when the white man goes to retrieve his property.
Yo.
Look at this. Look at a black guy wearing slippers and pajama pants. Watch as he get violent. Watch this.
You better not, boy! You better not!
Okay.
You better not, boy. You better not. The white guy backs off. Policemen come in. Who's the savages and who's the racists? Right is right, wrong is wrong. Call me whatever negative names you want. I want to know who's the racist here. Because those white guys are not the racists. I don't see them attacking nobody. I don't see them getting violent. But I see that young college student jumping in the man's face. All he's trying to do is retrieve his sign. So why is that young black man getting in his face ready to fight? Because that university represents evil. These are their students. So that means whoever is in power at the university, they're not teaching these students nothing. They're just taking their money. Because those students ain't civilized. They're not even ready for the workforce. And think about it. Those are future people. Those are future students who will be hired for jobs. Please. I hope that people remember all the faces and they never get hired for any job. Period.
Bring the sign back.
They taking their signs. Now watch this, guys. You see the guy with a weapon in his hand? Look at this.
Bring the sign back.
Look at that guy in the orange. He have a weapon in his hand. A screwdriver. A screwdriver in his hand, guys. Why is he there with a screwdriver in his hand? And you're wondering why people have black fatigue. You're wondering why. You're wondering why nobody want to be around you. You're wondering why all different ethnic groups try to be as far away as possible. You're wondering why black man, black woman. It's because of stuff like this. Stuff like this is embarrassing. It embarrasses all of us. You should be ashamed. You should feel some sense of shame. I'm embarrassed for you. Me having to do this live stream, I'm embarrassed because you so-called black savages at that college, you're making people like me look bad, and I'm not like you. I'm a civilized human being. But you guys and you girls been acting like animals, making yourselves look horrible, embarrassing your family. It would have been better for you to just sit down with these gentlemen and have a debate, have the conversation. The topic was supposed to be DEI and removing, I guess, migrants or immigrants or something like that. Illegal immigrants who don't have their paperwork. And I think that's perfectly fine. What's the issue? If you got a problem with them, just debate. But no, you want to get violent because that's your nature. So the truth is, who's really oppressing who? Because what I saw here is the white folk were being oppressed, attacked by blacks. That's what I saw. That's what I believe. Shout out to Lamar for the $2 support. Lamar and Chanton Island 101 for the $19 support. Appreciate you. Right? Guys, be sure to double tap the screen to give the video a thumbs up. Double tap the screen to give the video a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to the channel, guys. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We need your support, guys. Let's get back to the content.
We're going to do like a little end live pre-game or post-game situation here. We have 500 people watching.
See, the thing about blacks, guys, the thing about blacks is they're in denial about their own savagery, right? The white men were being oppressed by a group of savages. Let's just call it what it is. See, if a white guy came on social media and said those words, y'all say he's a racist. Think about this, guys. If a white man came on YouTube and said that a group of blacks, savages, attacked a white guy, y'all would call him a racist automatically. So you can't play that card with me. I'm black. You can't play that with me. See, a lot of white folk be afraid to speak their mind because blacks are going to attack them, want them canceled, all that other goofy stuff. No, those were savages. That's what that was. That was a display of evil. You know? And I'm pretty sure most of those youths are thugs and gang members. Those are not civilized humans. Because nobody within that group said, hold up, guys, we're doing this thing bad. Let's not do this. We're misrepresenting our college. Think about that. Notice somebody in the chat named Smoke. He says, you think you're white. Let me see. I guess translation is, I think I'm smart, because obviously you feel white people are better than you. So that means I'm better than you. I'm actually smarter than you. I know that. And I know that you're not civilized. I know you're a savage. Because when you say you think you're white, that's a compliment to me, because what it tells me is that I'm a civilized human being. Because I get that a lot. I'm not a savage animal like you. See, you're one of those type of degenerates in the black community that is in gangs, that commit violent crimes. You don't pay taxes. You don't even take care of your kids. Most likely don't even have a job. I mean, it's very apparent. And that's pretty much how most people that are anti-truth think. See, when you're black in America and you're intelligent and smart, they'll say, oh, you think you're white. You're trying to fit in. You don't even know me. I like being alone. I don't want no friends. I don't got no friends. I don't want friends. I don't like being around people. I don't talk to people unless they talk to me. That's how I move. So when people tell me stuff like you're trying to fit in with white people, guys, I live in a predominantly white community and I don't talk to nobody. I don't talk to nobody. I'm not trying to be friendly up with everybody. I'm trying to take care of my family and be at peace. I respect everyone. I respect all people. I talk when needs be, pretty much. In other words, if you communicate with me about something, I'll speak. But if I don't got nothing to say, I ain't saying anything. I use my words wisely. I don't do too much talking when I'm out and about. So when people tell me, oh, you're trying to fit in with this and you're trying to fit in with that, no, I disagree. What I'm doing is I'm holding black people accountable for their savagery, their savage behavior. This is disgusting. What's crazy is you got more of a problem with me, but you don't got no problem with what you're seeing on the screen. That's crazy.
We've got 500 right here watching.
Look. Whoa. This is insane. What the heck?
They throwing up middle fingers at these men for no reason, guys. Basically saying, F you. This is the result of Tennessee State University? Is this a result of black power? This is embarrassing. I would be embarrassed to be a student at that college.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you're pretty close. Yeah.
Well, I think the Fearless tour definitely made an impact.
Yeah.
It's crazy. When you're dealing with ninjas, guys, ninjas, they're the savages of the black community. There's two types of groups in the black community. You got civilized black folk that go to work, pay their taxes, take care of their families. Then you got savages, right? These are the degenerates, the animals, the killers, the drug dealers, the bums, the ones that just taking up space, right? They'll love to say stuff like you're race baiting, you think you're white, you're a grifter, you're a coon, you're a Sambo, you're all of these negative things. Now keep in mind, guys, these are black people saying this. These black people don't support me. They don't even like me. So I don't give a F about them. I really don't. The people that rock with me, I care about them. The people that support my show, I rock with them. The ninjas that are anti-Ringo TV, anti-truth, anti-Charlie Kirk, anti-making America great again, I don't give a F about them because they're a part of the problem. And see, what Trump needs to really do, in my opinion, is gather up all of these Americans that are anti-American and get them out of the country. Get them out. Get them out of the country. They don't need a job. They don't need to be here. They're anti-American because they're stopping the progress of America. That's what they're doing. What is the purpose of these youths fighting these men? They just wanted to have a conversation. Look what it says. Insane. We went to Tennessee State University to host a civil and constructive dialogue about DEI. Their students instead decided to start a riot. Within 15 minutes of us being there, be better. 15 minutes. Think of that. The guys were there for 15 minutes and they were attacked because they're white and had a MAGA hat on. So blacks look at whites with a MAGA hat as enemy. So I guess you see me as an enemy. That means you don't got Christ in your heart. That means you don't have no love. That means you're evil. Right? That means you don't have no love. Why you feel that way? Why do it bother you so much? Come on now. It don't make no sense. The amount of evil that is in the hearts of a lot of African Americans, it's sickening. And you're wondering why you're at the bottom. You're wondering why. It's because you don't know how to have civil discourse. You don't know how to literally come to the table and have a conversation with other nations of people. That's why nobody take you serious. You have a lot of white men, Asian men, that would love to have a conversation with civilized black men and women in regards to the future of America and various other things. We can't have that conversation because a lot of us are it's like we're just not civilized humans. We act like savages and animals. We come online being goofy and we embarrass our people. That's what we do. So nobody want to really sit down with us because they figure, well, if we invite a lot of black folk, this is what we're going to get. We're going to get a riot. We're going to get angry mobs and somebody going to get hurt. And that's exactly what this situation represents. This is a bad look on black Americans. Not just at college. This is a bad look on black Americans as a whole. Because what this says is we don't know how to control our emotions. We don't know how to have a conversation. You know? This doesn't make any sense. And you know, no matter how much I talk, if you just read the live chat, guys, you can see we have a lot of people that come in and they're not even paying attention to nothing I'm saying. They're slow. They're not even using their brain. They're not even trying to listen. This is why we can't have conversations, because anytime you talk, they're offended. Imagine talking to somebody, they're not even listening to you. They're trying to find a way to disagree with you. They're not even paying attention. This is why we cannot build anything, guys, as black folk. This is why. Everybody else is moving ahead in life. Everybody else is becoming successful. Communities are being built. We can't build nothing because we act like animals. Can't you see that? Why can't you just admit that? Why can't you just say, you know what, Ringo, you're right. What these students are doing is they're making black people look bad. And we got to take accountability for this and speak out against this. Not sit back getting mad at me because I'm speaking the truth. Just like Charlie Kirk spoke out about these type of issues, I'm speaking about them. And the black community condemns me. A lot of you black folk would love to kill me. If I literally made a poll right now and asked, should I be put to death for my views and opinions? You would be surprised what the polls say. A lot of people would agree that I should be put to death. And there are black people that believe that. You know? We live in a world where blacks want rights. They want reparations. They want to be heard. They want all of this stuff. At the same time, when a table is put before them to have a conversation, they don't know how to conduct themselves like humans and just say, you know what? Let's talk about the issue. Okay, I disagree with you, MAGA guys. At the same time, let's have a civil debate. Let's just talk about these issues without being violent. Because you'll be surprised by just having a conversation how you may actually agree. You just don't know because you're afraid to have the conversation. It's similar to a man who sees a woman he likes. She's attractive, she's beautiful. He sees her, but he already defeated. He already told himself, if I try to talk to her, she's going to reject me. He already done talked himself out of approaching a woman rather than he just go to her. You understand? He already defeated. That's how a lot of black folk are. Other groups want to have conversations so they can hear what's the issue. What's the issue? Let's talk about it. You don't even want to have it. You just want to harbor anger inside. And then because you have a lot of these black influencers pushing propaganda and lies and always talking about slavery all day, you have a victim mentality. You know? You have a lot of black men that have a victim mentality. And this is how they think all their lives. They think white people and everybody is better than them. Oh, the only reason why you're doing what you're doing is because white people are supporting you. What? What? Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something. The majority of people that financially support my platform is black. The majority. The majority of my viewers that support me financially is black, not white. I've never seen a white person come over here and drop a $500 super chat. Never. Never. You know what I mean? I never seen a white man come over here and drop $100 cash apps, $100, $200. Never. I never seen that. So when folks be telling me, oh, you're being paid, you're making all this money, all this other stuff, fam, I'm just doing content. Stop pocket watching me. People who support me because they believe in my work. They like what I do. You know? But the majority of my support come from black folk. Now, the black folks who hate me, they don't support me. They just don't like me. So they come over here just to vent and talk crap, but they're not out here doing the work. They're not doing the work. These white men went to that college, you know, whether they didn't have a permit or whatever the case is. I don't know all the legalities of what situation is. All I know is whether they went there uninvited or whatever the case is, I feel that if you know in the wake of Charlie Kirk's death, if you know there's a lot of tension in the air, then as college students that are black, if you see white men pull up to your campus with MAGA hats on, that is not the time to act like an animal. Because number one, these men are going to have cameras rolling. And these men are going to record, they're going to document, and they're going to use all of that stuff for content. And it's going to make black Americans look bad. So when I make these videos, I'm trying to hold the black community accountable. But of course, when you do that, it's like kryptonite. They get mad at you. Oh, you're a traitor. You betrayed your own people. You're not my people. How about that? My people are not savages. My people are civilized. Anybody that is supporting these youths that are acting like animals are not my people. I don't care how you feel. Get mad. You ain't supporting me. Are you supporting me? No. So I don't owe you shit. So please stop it. Because that's what the black community love to do. The black community love to try to shame you into kissing their behind if you ain't, like, in other words, if you're not doing what they want, it's like they try to disown you. Disown me. You could go ahead and do it. Because I don't need you. All I got is God in this world. I already learned a long time ago not to put no trust in man. Because men will betray you. I don't put no trust in man. That's why I roll solo. That's why I don't have no friends. It's better that way. I'm peaceful. I'm able to go throughout my day and I don't have to worry about no drama. I don't got to worry about who talking about me. I don't got to worry about who jealous. I don't care because I roll solo. Now, of course, there are people that talk about me every day. There are people that are jealous of me. But being that I don't have no friends and don't want any friends, you have to understand, I don't want no friends. I'll associate myself and have people that I talk with here and there, but I don't want no friends. I already learned what that do. When you have people that are too close, problems always happen. When you invite people over your house and they see how you living, they see the car you driving, they see the woman you're with, they see the kids you got, they see your furniture, they get jealous immediately. And I don't like it. I cannot stand it. That's why I always tell people, don't invite people over your house. If you know you got a nice house, nice property, don't let nobody come over. Whoever you let come over will be the one that betray you. Because if they don't got it like you, they will be jealous. And if you were to have people in your house, or if you were to have friends in your life, please make sure that those friends have something going on with their lives. In other words, if you got a nice house, they need to make sure they got a nice house. Because if they don't, they're going to despise you. That's just the way it is, guys. I know you don't want to believe me, but in the world we live in the black community, if you're black and you're somewhat successful, you will be hated by your family, your friends, your colleagues. That's just the way it is, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody throw something in our car?
Arrest. They just try to hit the car. My gosh.
I think Horace is still out there trying to
I mean, just look at the chat. Somebody says, you are a black clown. I don't care. I'm way more successful than you. I'm doing way better than you. And you're watching me. So think about that. I want you to think about this. You hate me, but you watching me. That's like walking into a gay bar. You're anti-gay, but you walking into a gay bar to complain. Why are you guys lap dancing each other? This is just so wrong. Why are you guys doing? Why are you in there? That's the question. If you're against what they do, why are you in the bar? Come on now. Yeah, I'm more successful than you. That's why it hurts. Because typically when you tell that to a ninja, you see the demons come out of them. Because in the black community, they have something called crabs in a barrel. In the black community, anytime you're in the ghetto and you're around other blacks, they're best friends. They cool with you. They love you. The minute you start to do something to better yourself, it's when all your friends begin to betray you. That's right. Because guess what? They don't got what you got. In the black community, it's all competition. Y'all better stop playing, guys. In the black community, everything is competition. Black people compete against one another. They're always comparing themselves with what someone else got. Keeping up with the Joneses. That's the name of the game. And that's just the way it is. I mean, even white people do that too. Y'all don't think white people do the same thing? Keeping up with the Joneses. You go Listen, let me give you an example of this, guys. Even in the community that I'm in right now, when I got here, I've been out here for about 1 year and a couple of months. When I got here, nobody had electric scooters. Nobody had any electric scooters. I'm the guy with all the fancy electric scooters in this community. I'm seeing people buying scooters now, guys. I'm seeing people rolling around with a little cheap electric. Keep in mind, they're all cheap. They're not high end like what I got, right? But my point is, why are they doing this? Because they see me. I'm the man. I can't help it if I am. I brought something cool to the community, and now everybody's trying to be like me. That's the nature of human beings. They want to copy other people. People copy me all the time. People copy my swag. They copy my talking points. They copy every little thing that I do, guys. Trying to be me. Figuring if they be like me, act like me, they'll get the same results. No, you're not. You know? It is what it is, man. Let's get back to the content, guys. Be sure to double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Let's get back into this, guys. Let's go.
All we did was set up a table.
He said all we did was set up a table. And they're being chased by a mob. A mob of ninjas chasing these people down. If the cops wasn't there, guys, this man would have probably been unalived. If the cops wasn't there, they would have unalived that man, guys. He would have been beat to a pulp. See, the difference between me and you ninjas that are in the chat talking ish is that I'm not scared like you. See, I have a gun. You see that? Anybody mess around my family going in a box. I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm not like you. You're cut from that black cloth that is afraid of white people. I'm a human. I'm American. I live in a community where everybody got guns. So because everybody got guns, everybody know how to respect everybody. See, everybody out here know to respect everybody. You see that? Because we all want the same thing. We want to raise our children. We don't want no pedos around. We don't want no thieves. We don't want no drugs. We don't want no violence around us. You see that? I'm not afraid of people, guys. See, some of you black folk, you're afraid of white people. You're constantly afraid of them. So that's why you choose to live in the black community. For example, in North Carolina, anytime you ask black folk where you live at, oh, I live in Charlotte. I live in Charlotte. Why? They want to live around black folk. But if you tell them where you live and it's like in a white rural area, they be like, I don't know. That's probably a sundown town. I don't know. That's probably a sundown town. Because they scared of white people. What are you scared of white people for? You can have a gun. You can walk around with your gun too. You can mow your lawn with your gun. That's right. You can let your neighbors see that you got 3 guns on you. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's not about violence either. We're not talking about violence. What we're saying is a lot of black folk got a complex, a negative, insecure complex that when they get around white people, they feel afraid. It's like they're scared. They always thinking about something negative. What if the white people decide to attack you? They're not going to do that. They're not. Trust me. I'm not the one. Do you understand me? See, I'm trying to liberate black men and women so they could come up in their knowledge. We got to make America great again. In order to do that, we have to have the conversation. I mean, to be honest, a lot of us are scared to talk to one another. A lot of you in your community, you don't even talk with your neighbors. You don't talk with nobody. Nobody talks with each other no more. Everybody stays to themselves, both white and black. Listen, white people don't even talk to white people no more. White people don't talk to white people no more. Do we have any white people in the building that can confirm that a lot of you white folk don't even talk with your neighbors the way people think you talk with them like y'all just have beers all day. They don't. I'm serious. People mind their business today. People stay to themselves. They about their own family business, and it is what it is, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't got to talk to your neighbors. I mean, every now and then you might say, hey, John, or hey, neighbor, or every now and then. But for the most part, people don't talk to each other. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But one thing we must do, whether you're white or black, is respect your neighbors. I respect my neighbors. You know, like my house is right next to my neighbor. And when I'm working on my yard, I make sure that my debris don't go on my neighbor's yard out of respect. You know, if I see my neighbors having a cookout, putting something on the grill, and I was about to go outside and start weed whacking and mowing the lawn and whatnot, I'm not going to mow the back part of the house because I don't want to disturb their peace. They got their family, their guests. I don't want to disturb them. So I'll say, you know what? I'll do that tomorrow. I'm not a bad neighbor. I'm not going to whip out the lawnmower. No. I'll wait to do that tomorrow so they can have their little gathering, and that's it. Live in peace. Because we're all different. White, black, Asian, we're all different. But one thing we can all agree on is respecting one another. Respect. Respect. That's the American way. Respecting one another is the key. That's the key. I think that if we can get that together as a people, we'll begin to live in peace and understand what being American really is about. It's about respect. And what I seen in this video is disrespect. And I don't attend that college. At the same time, as a black man, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for how these black savages displayed themselves to the world stage. These young youths was supposed to be showing themselves as honorable men and women with class and decency. That's how they were supposed to display themselves. They were supposed to give MAGA a positive interaction to take back to the world. Guys, let me explain something. Again, I'm originally from New York. I'm a black man. I grew up in the ghetto, in the hood, and I moved out the hood into a nice community. I've learned a lot about white people, and I know how white people conduct themselves. They're totally different from how black people are. And when you understand how white folk do what they do, you know how to counter it with the right kind of response so that you don't look bad. When this guy and his team went there to have this debate, they had the cameras rolling. They have the national stage. So as a group of college students that are black, the last thing you would want is for your image to be looked upon as animals and savages. So what do? Conduct yourself like decent human beings. MAGA pulls up at your college. You don't start acting like an animal. The team leader show up. Whoever's at the college that got the voice, that smart student, the one that's able to bring everybody together, let him do the talking. Yo, everybody chill. Everybody calm down. Hold up. So what y'all want to talk about? Because we see that y'all pulled up. We want to keep everything respectful. Welcome to the college. You know what I'm saying? My name is such and such and such. I'll be pretty much speaking on behalf of these students. Conduct yourself like a man, a decent human being. Because cameras are rolling. Y'all forget this. And it's not going to look good. They're going to play those videos all over the news. MSNBC, Fox, CNN, The Shade Room, you know, TMZ, everybody gonna play those tapes. And guess what white America gonna say about black youth? That you're savages. And guess what? I agree. I agree. I can't deny it. You made yourself look bad. Don't get mad at me. You're a traitor, Ringo. You're a traitor. What? How am I a traitor? I'm trying to help you to do better, and you're telling me I'm a traitor? Absolutely sick, man. Let me see. Shout out to Fam for the $2 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Okay. Yeah, basically at Tim Fats, a lot of black folk believe that if you are successful and black, that you're a sellout. Because in the black community, you're supposed to be poor. You know, like Damon Darling would normally say, I thought you were poor. You know? In the black community, if you're poor, everybody love you. If you live in the projects, in the slums, in the ghettos with roaches, they love you. The minute you get a job and decide you want to do better, everybody's going to hate you. Put a 1 in the chat if you're black. You grew up in the hood, you grew up in the ghetto, but you got out the ghetto, got a job, got a career, started a business, graduated college. You just elevated yourself, and your whole family, friends, and everybody turned against you. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. As soon as I decided I want to do something in my life and improve myself, everybody turned against me. Family, friends, colleagues, everybody. And they're all black. You know what's amazing, guys? When I was in junior high and high school, I went to a predominantly white junior high school and a white high school, right, in New York. I can recall all my black friends would always be negative anytime I tell them about my dreams and my goals. Hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be successful with that, I'm gonna start this business, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. You crazy, you wasting your time. My white friends, hey, John, I was thinking about starting this like music thing with X, Y, and Z, man. You think that would be a great idea? Oh, sure, that'll be great. You're really good at it, you know? Next time, bring your keyboards and stuff by the house. Let my parents hear you play. Wow, that's so great. I encourage you to do it. One of the things that really messed me up growing up as a kid is that all my white friends always were there to encourage me to be better. My black friends was always there to talk me out of whatever it is I was trying to do. That always bothered me. I never had white friends that was like, you ain't gonna make it. They would always tell me, keep working, keep going. My Asian friends, they would always say, keep going, do it. I mean, my Asian friends, they couldn't play basketball though. But they could draw and they were very good with math. You know? They couldn't play basketball. A few of the white guys, they could play basketball and they could play the guitar. At the same time, I noticed that they would encourage me, but my black friends would always try to talk me out of my blessings. This is one of the biggest problems that we have in today's day. You know? When I say friends, I'm just talking about associates. We're not talking about friends like we're you know, like we're going out and doing all. I'm talking about school. You know, the people you was in school with, they're not really friends. Like those are just people you know. You see, it's like you see people at your job. Those are co-workers. They're your colleagues. They're not friends. You know what I mean? I'm using friends I'm using it loosely. You know what I mean? But my point is, I got to where I had to go because I put in the work. Just like anyone that's black can put in the work. And it's not like I made it. You got to maintain doing what you're doing. If I stop doing what I do, everything falls off. It's how it is with anything in life. You know, I just don't like the fact that the black community hate me because I decided to be somebody. Guys, I'm giving you 100% facts. If you're black in America, let's say if you're white and you're viewing this live, in the black community, you may not know this. In the black community, if you're white, Asian, and you're listening to this live, listen to me carefully. As a black man, when you live in the black community, you will never be encouraged to be successful at all. Never. Nobody will be there to pat you on the back to tell you how good you are. They never do that. They always try to discourage you from reaching your goal. And the minute you start pursuing what you do, they hate you. It ain't like if you're white and you got a son and he's doing X, Y, and Z and the family start to back him and say, hey, pursue this and put money towards that. They don't do that in the black community. Nobody will put money towards anything you do. You got to figure it out on your own. Because we don't want to see each other make it. There's a lot of people that watch me. They want me to be broke. They want me to be homeless. They keep talking about my money. Oh, he's making money. He's doing this. He's doing that. I'm like, dude, you worrying about me too much. You need to go make some money. Because you're worrying about me too much. That's the issues in the black community. For example, all of those students that you see in college, most of them are not even going to make it. Sad to say. Because like Charlie Kirk, he made it very clear about how he feel about colleges. He told you how he feel. A lot of those students are not going to make it. You know why? Because they're there for the wrong reasons. They're not there because they know what they want to do. They're there because somebody told them to go. Because look at how they act. They're not acting like civilized human beings. They're not acting like a group of people that's studying to be successful. You know? They're just wasting everybody's time. And they're making black people look bad. With a show of ones, right? How many of you feel that if the police wasn't there, they would have attacked these white men? With a show of ones, if the police wasn't there, do you believe these men would have got out of there without, like they would have been attacked? I think they would have been attacked. Especially him. I think he would have been attacked. Because the hatred that was being demonstrated there was sick, man. I don't understand for the life of me why black people are upset with me for pointing out the obvious. Like, this ought to be concerning you. Let's stop focusing on the messenger. Let's stop focusing on the fact that blacks are looking bad right now with this video. Let's learn from this situation. And the way you learn from it is you be accountable. You know, there's things that white men do that embarrass the white community. Happens all the time. There's a lot of things that white people do that make them look bad. For example, I'm pretty sure there are white folk that are in the live chat right now that live in a community, and you have a neighbor that was arguing with a black guy, and that white neighbor called that black guy the N-word, and it made you feel some type of way because you're like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go. You see them two arguing, they going back and forth. He let off the N-word. You heard it. The black guy looked back at you, and it's like, oh boy, man, now we're going to have this conversation for the rest of the month. And it make you feel some type of way. And it's like you got third-party embarrassment. I see the stuff out here. Listen, I seen some neighbors arguing out here. So I know what I'm talking about. You know, I seen a white guy arguing with a black woman, and I was waiting to hear him say the N-word. I was kind of waiting. I ain't hear him say it, though. But he was calling her some bitchs, though. And at the same time, somebody say, why didn't you jump in to protect the sister? Fam, that's not my business. That's not my business. If that's my wife, oh yeah, I got something to say. At the same time, I don't know the context of why he's cussing her out. So I mind my business. I don't know what she did to him for him to feel to cuss her ass out. I don't know. So I mind my business. That's the American way. The American way is mind your damn business. That's the American way. As long as you ain't abusing no kids or nothing like that, we don't have to go put you in a box. And I feel that in every community, if you're a neighbor and you see a child being abducted, abused in any capacity, you are authorized to use excessive force to resolve that situation. That's just the way it's supposed to be. You mess with anybody's kids, it's a problem. Just like that's simple. Right? But let's get back to the content. Let's go. Look at that. She's holding up Black Lives Matter signs. Black Lives Matter is a scam. It already been proven. The people at Black Lives Matter have been taking all of the money, living lavish lifestyles, lavish homes. Absolutely crazy. Look, somebody in the live chat. Somebody said, this brother is in error and can't see it. Proves he is not a man of God. I tell you, bro, if I can have $1 for all of these crazy opinions from people, imagine if I lived by the opinions of people and I let your opinions shape the way I feel. I would be miserable if I actually did that, because that's why I choose not to interact with people in terms of having friends, because this display of how you think is exactly how people are who are your friends. They're not going to tell you this, but this is how they talk about you behind the scenes. A lot of you that have friends literally talk about you the same way. They be like, I cannot stand him. He think he's better than me. He think because he bought a new house, he good. He think because he got a nice car, he better than me. This is how they talk about you. I'm telling you, this is how your friends talk about you behind the scenes. Some of y'all got friends. Now watch this, guys. Watch this. Put a 1 in the chat if this is a fact. You got a friend that come back and tell you what one of your other friends is talking about you. In other words, you have a friend that when you have another friend that's stabbing you in the back, gossiping and talking negative, you have that one friend that always come back to you. They always come back to you to tell you, you know, Jeffrey was really talking about you bad, man. And you're like, what? It's like, yeah, man, I don't know. It's like he jealous of you. Yeah, everybody got that one particular friend that always do that, fam. They come back and they tell you. Wow, bro. Absolutely wow. Let's get back to it. You see what she said about Charlie? She said Charlie can't talk no more. And look at this what you call it? I forgot what to call him. Savage, an animal? I don't know. Let me see. Look what he's doing. Look at this guy. They're screaming like baboons, guys. Like baboons. What the heck is going on here? And, you know, him waving in the camera saying hi, bro, you look like a clown, bro. To the dude that's right there, I hope you watching this live. You're an embarrassment. You look like a straight up clown. Dancing in pajama pants, looking like a fool on campus. Looking like a savage. Your father should be embarrassed and your mama should be embarrassed. And this is going to come up in the future when you apply for a job. They're going to remember this video. It's not going to age well.
Where you HBCU no more, boy.
Can't even hear you. Very safe, very black, and very tired of this.
Very black and very tired of this. I'm tired of her. I am tired of her, bro. With a show of ones, if you're black, how many of you, when you see displays like that, you just get disgusted? I just can't stand that, bro. I'm like, you don't know how, if we feel the way we feel and we black, think about how everybody else feel, guys. And they have a right to feel that way. Look, guys, I get it. We're black, but you gotta respect other people with how they feel. You don't think white people have feelings too? Fam, to be honest, fam, I don't care what white people talk about concerning black people behind the scenes. I don't care. I really don't. Because I know everybody talk about people, how they feel behind the scenes. I told you guys already, freedom of speech is only freedom of speech behind closed doors. For real. When people are behind closed doors, that is when they let loose with all their racial stuff, whatever they got to say. And guess what? I don't care. I don't care. All I'm saying is when you're in the public eye, be respectful. Like when you go to your job, you know to be respectful when you're on your job. Whether you're white, black, Asian, gay, you know when you at the workplace, we can't play these games acting a fool, being disrespectful. You got to be respectful of all your peers, all your colleagues at work. You all know this. You should know this now. No discrimination when you're on the job. It doesn't matter if somebody's gay. It doesn't matter if somebody's, whatever their situation is. You respect all people in the workplace. Everybody knows that. So why we can't do that off the job? You know why? Because nobody's enforcing it. When you're on the job, you know you could get fired if you harass coworkers, sexual harassment, third-party harassment, hate, preaching hate on the job. You know you could get fired. But see, when you leave the job, nobody's holding you accountable. This is the reason why people are evil and wicked, because nobody's holding them accountable. Nobody's telling you you're going to lose something. You're going to be held accountable for why and what you did. Nobody's telling anybody this. So people figure they could do whatever they want. It's just like when people come into the live chat and they insult me, they curse me out, or whatever the case is, they think it's affecting me. They think like when they say these harmful, hurtful words that I'm hurt. I'm not. I don't lose no sleep over that. You know why? Because I learned a long time ago that no matter what you say about me that's negative, it's not me. I already know who I am. You can never take that away from me. I'm not going to give you my energy. I already know I'm great. I know I'm blessed. I know I'm talented. I'm not looking for no validation from people. I already know who I am. You know? And that's how you should be. You should know who you are already. You shouldn't be waiting for people to validate you and tell you how great you are or whatever the case is. You're supposed to know who you are already. Because people will be quick to tell you that you ain't nobody. Because why? They want to break your confidence so that you can fail in life. That's what they want.
They did not walk this way. They walked that way. No doubt. Oh, God, they did not walk this way. They walked that way. Can you on camera real quick? Hey, what's up, man?
He throwing up gang signs. You ain't see that? Look at that, guys. He's throwing up gang signs.
Can you on camera real quick?
You see that? He throwing up gang signs, guys, and he in college. College student. throwing up gang signs. Ain't that something? Absolutely crazy, bro. Man, oh man. Shout out to V-Dub Man in the building. Brainwaves Advice Topics LLC. Caramel Kimmy Kim. To the moderators in the building. Guys, if you can't be so kind, double tap the screen. Let's get these likes to 1,000, guys. We got about 800 in the building. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Let's get the likes to 1,000. Also, subscribe to the channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe. Let's get to the content.
Something like oppressive hell. You feel me? Like it's a crazy day out here. It's HBCU. You feel me? Hold on.
See, they don't know who that guy is. They don't know his mission. They thought he was just some regular guy that just come over there and they could just do whatever. I'm pretty sure they're regretting this now. I'm pretty sure a lot of those students are regretting the fact that their faces, and they may face some sort of action because their face is plastered. So the university may end up taking action because of this, because of all their faces being shown on camera. So I don't think this is the end of this. You're going to hear more of this. Now watch this, guys. Watch this comment here. Champion said they did what they were baited to do. See, this comment from you prove that you're basically saying that black people or black students are incapable of understanding what's happening. You saying they were baited? I'm telling you, man, you guys be finding any excuse to prove that you don't have no sense. If I see a white guy and if I'm anti-Trump, anti-MAGA, and I see a white man with a red hat on, I'm not going to be acting the fool because I understand how the world works. I know how social media is. So as soon as I see him, I'm not going to start getting angry. I'm going to use that opportunity to make a stand for the better, to make my cause hit the internet so it could go viral. But if I'm going to go act a fool to give MAGA what they need to make me look bad, that's my choice. I made myself look like an idiot. Nobody baited these youths. They're intelligent. They're supposed to be in college, right? They're supposed to be smart, right? So how could someone bait them into anything? All those guys did is set up a table and they were literally harassed and attacked. Charlie never did this. Charlie Kirk never led a mob of white people to do this. Never. And you guys were calling Charlie Kirk a racist? So what about these students? What are they? What are they? What are they doing?
All we did was set up a table.
Look, let me see. Gangsta Buffy Button says, once again, a white people thinking they know about black, shaking my head. Look, and I said this in other videos, if white people were to pull all resources, all programs, everything that's set up to benefit black people, you black folks would be in a mess. Y'all talk the most shit. Yet, all those programs and everything that's set up that benefit you were given to you. You ain't make nothing happen. And if they were to take them all away, you would literally crumble. You know why? Savage mentality. You think like savages and animals, and you don't know how to come together to build anything. If it wasn't for a lot of white folk that put certain laws on the books, pulled strings, and made it possible for you to get a cut in America to do what you need to do, you would literally be killing yourselves right now, even more. And this is what really irks me about the black community, is that we talk so much ish. At the same time, we not doing a damn thing. Black people collectively aren't doing nothing to build their communities. Nothing. We talk crap about white people, but yet you need them. You need their programs. You need everything that they offer. And you begging them for reparations. It's embarrassing, man. Notice what she said. She says, you're talking as if you're not black. No, I'm not a ninja. I'm not begging the white man for shit. You said I'm talking like I'm not black. I'm not using none of those programs. I'm self-sufficient. I'm a self-made man. I'm a fucking man. You know, I don't know about the ninjas that you live around. I don't know about them dusty males that live in your community, but I'm a man. You understand? You never encountered one like me. I'm a man. You know how you ladies always complain about black men ain't ish? I'm a man. And you don't see me walking around my damn hands begging the white man for nothing. Anything I need, I gotta go get it. I gotta work for it. But you trying to shame me, talking about you talking like you ain't black. No, you're talking like someone who's inferior. And you want me to be at the bottom with you. I'm not on your level of mentality. You have a low IQ. You think like a slave. You know what I mean? You're thinking like a slave. I'm trying to let you elevate. You have this we shall overcome church going mentality. The white man is oppressing me type mentality. I don't think like that. Anything the white man can do, I can do. And that's what Charlie Kirk tried to preach to you, but you ain't want to hear that. You know? Shout out to Leon for the support. Leon Caster for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. See, again, when you're black and you are not a slave, you get hated by other blacks. They start to tell you stuff. You act like you not black. I'm not a ninja. I'm not. I'm American. I'm not a ninja. I don't have a welfare mind. I believe that everything you want, you got to go work. You got to go put in the pain. Same way the white man do what he do, the black man could go do the same thing. Real men, we don't respect men that don't take care of their families. If you a man and you ain't taking care of your kids, shame on you. I don't want to hear nothing from you. I don't respect you. How you a man and you got kids and you ain't motivated to work? Any man that got a family, the only reason why he get up in the morning and go do his job is because he know he got kids to provide for. It's not even a thing of, do I feel like going? I got to go. I'm compelled to go because I got kids. Today's black man don't think like that. He wait for his woman to go work. Half of those young men you see in that college will drop out and depend on a woman to take care of them. That's a fact. You said Charlie could teach me nothing. Nobody could teach you nothing. I mean, you can't even learn nothing by watching the stream. I know you don't got no husband. That's a fact, right? I told you. Anytime you have a woman saying nobody could teach me nothing, she don't got no husband. You know? Guaranteed. She gonna come in and get mad right now. She said, your mama black, your dad's black. What's your point? You don't got no husband.
Girl, I can't believe this. What? You got some woman in the live chat called Gangsta Buffy Buttons. What? Girl, she's trying to go toe-to-toe with Ringo. Does she even know what she's doing? Ringo ain't the one to play with. I know you right. I'm reading her comments and she crazy. Talking all that mess and I'm sure she don't got no man. Yeah, you right about that, girl. I know she don't got no man. I mean, look what time it is. It's 1:31 a.m. in the morning. And she here arguing with Ringo.
Telling you, man, you could tell when somebody don't got no husband. But I know what else she got. But I ain't gonna say. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see if she get mad. Let's see. Because they be trying to come in here going toe-to-toe with Ringo. That's a bad move. You don't want to do that. You're going to end up getting roast. Put you on the grill. Right now, she mad. She like, how he know I don't got no husband? The demon is literally in her right now, guys. The demon is like this.
I can't stand Ringo. How dare he tell me I don't have no husband? So what if I don't have no husband? Doesn't matter. I got Jesus. Jesus is my savior. I cannot stand Ringo. Every time he goes live, all he do is get people upset. I'm unsubscribing. I can't stand him.
Somebody said, I'm so confused. I don't know what I walked into. You walked into the best show on earth, Ringo TV. Make sure you subscribe. We're talking about this is very embarrassing, guys. Very embarrassing for the HBCU. Charlie Kirk wasn't hateful or savage like this. MAGA versus HBCU. A lot of students, college students, took it to MAGA, basically being violent, argumentative, destroying property. Was really disgusting. Maybe you didn't see it, so we'll play the tapes for you. Let's go.
set up a table.
Sad, man.
Hey, tell him where you going now? Because it ain't TSU no more, boy. We gonna fight through that shit, please.
You know what I realized, guys? I believe in those colleges, they're teaching these students about Black Lives Matter, as if though Black Lives Matter is still relevant in today's day. And it just goes to show that those colleges are indoctrinating these students, because Black Lives Matter has been proven to be a fraud and a scam completely. The Black Lives Matter movement was never even about black people. It was about making money. It was all about making money. That's it. Because if those students are carrying Black Lives Matter signs, they're indoctrinated. They don't even know what's going on. That's why these public debates are very important, because it allows students to exchange information, because they may not be getting the right information at these colleges as they think they are. A lot of them are being trained to be foolish when they get out. And they're still going to be in the ghetto. There's a lot of black students that go to college and never become nothing, because it's not just about going to college, getting a degree. It's about having good work ethic and consistency and working hard towards your goals, knowing exactly what you want to do with your life. If you don't have if you haven't did the groundwork, the grassroots work, ain't nothing gonna happen. You know, there has to be preparation first. In order to be successful in life, you have to do the groundwork. Now, to speak in layman's terms, I'm into landscaping. I'm into having the best yards. You can't grow a nice looking turf without doing the prep work. You have to do the groundwork. You got to dethatch. You got to kill the weeds. You got to prep the soil. You got to get the pH of the soil at a certain pH level, right? Before you put seed in the ground. If you just take seed and just throw it on top of the ground and you didn't do the prep work, it ain't going to grow. So what happens is a lot of black folk, they want to be successful, but they don't want to do the groundwork. They just want to get a quick fix, and they want quick success. And they might get a little, but it fades away. You know? It just doesn't work. And see, those of you that keep posting negative comments about me, right? Your comments is a display of your own hatred for yourself. You don't like yourself. You don't love yourself. That's the truth. You're not happy with your life. You're not happy. See, if you were happy with your life, if you were successful, you would have no time to be hating nobody. Did you get that? Let me break that down for you in case you don't understand. On social media, you have a lot of black men that bash women all day. Talking about women ain't ish, all this other junk. They do this all day on social media from the red pill sector, the manosphere sectors, right? The reason why these men bash women all day is because they don't got no woman. You get it? They don't have a woman that they're having sex with. They don't have a woman to give them head. They don't have no woman around them. So they're sexually frustrated. So they stay on social media bashing women all day. If they had a woman of their dreams, a woman that is fine from head to toe, she cook, clean, they would not be on social media bashing women because they're successful in relationship. They got a woman. So when they see topics in chat rooms where men are just bashing women, they avoid it because they got this beautiful woman at home. They don't got no time for all that drama. So likewise, if you're black and you're always in public forums hating black men like me for speaking the truth, it's because you're not happy with your life. You're not happy with yourself. If you had a life that was meaningful, successful, and every morning you got up in the morning and it was just such a beautiful day and you just couldn't wait to get to work to do what you got to do, you would have no time to be hating me. You would have no time to be hating me because you got so much going on in your life. You don't got no time to hate nobody. I'm blessed. I don't got no time to be hating nobody. Every day I get up, I'm thankful to God for another opportunity to see another day to get to work. I got too much going on for myself. I'm blessed. I'm a blessed man. And what I try to do is empower my people, but they don't want to be empowered. They want to stay at the bottom. And this is why a lot of people that become successful, they just go about their own business and just say, forget everybody. Because they tried to empower their people. I'm sure every successful multimillionaire at some point in their life tried to empower their people, primarily black people. And instead, they were ridiculed, laughed at, disrespected. And they just say, you know what, I'm done. You don't want no help. If I can't help you and I'm black, the white man can't help you. If I'm black and I can't help you and you hate me, the white man can't save you. Because you're not even listening to me. So why would you listen to the white man? It's the truth. You know? They hate that white guy at the bottom because he have on a MAGA hat. So they hate him. They see him as an enemy. And if he was black, they would probably kill him. If he was black, they would kill him. I seen a video. I'm going to do a video about it. A video of a woman, a black woman. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think this is an image of it. I'm going to do a reaction to this video here. This lady. This lady made a video on TikTok and she talked about how she wore her MAGA hat and pretty much what she felt when she walked through the streets with her MAGA hat on. She said the responses that she got was overwhelming. She couldn't believe it. She said she wasn't afraid to put on her MAGA hat. I'm going to do a reaction to that video. You can look for that later on today. I might do it after the stream. I might go live again and do a video with this. But her video speaks volumes of how she felt. See, there's a lot of black people that believe in making America great again. And they're afraid to put on their hat because the black community gonna crucify them. If that white guy was black, they would have punched him in the face. somebody would have shot him. He would have been jumped, and black people would have felt justified in doing this to their own people. Guaranteed. I can guarantee you, beyond a shadow of doubt, if it was a black guy that had on a MAGA hat, that mob would have beat him up senselessly. That's what they would have did. I mean, just look at the person in the live chat. The person said, you gotta fix your grammar. You know, maybe you didn't graduate high school. That's probably what it is. I understand what you meant, but your grammar's poor. It says you're an enemy to your own people. White people don't do this towards their own. You got to fix your grammar, fam. You didn't graduate high school. I mean, when I see these type of silly comments saying you're an enemy to your own people, it makes me laugh, because if you're supposed to be my people, you're my enemy. You hate me. Can't you see that? You're not showing me no love. Are you showing me love or hate? How am I your enemy? Because I'm telling you the truth? What makes me your enemy? Because if I'm your enemy, then the white man is your enemy too. If you said I've become an enemy to my own people, that means you believe white people is your enemy. So you're a racist. Plain and simple. Thanks for answering my question. There you go. Isn't it amazing, guys, how people that are black hate me and accuse me of betraying my people, but yet they don't even support me? To all the black folks in the comments that have issues with me, I don't see you hitting the super chat. You don't even support me. You don't support me. You don't help me at all. So why are you calling me your people? You don't support me. You don't support my ideas. You don't support my ideology, my beliefs, my traditional values. You don't support those things. You don't even know me. You don't even support the people you live around. The very talk you talking about your people, when you go home and you're around predominantly black people, you don't even show them no love. You don't even help your neighbors. You're a hypocrite. And I don't like hypocrites. I don't like hypocrites that talk one way on social media, and when they get offline, they're fake. They're fake at home. You know? I respect all people. This ain't no white black thing with me. I'm not a racist. I respect all people, even if all people may not like me. I don't care. I am cut from the cloth of respecting all people, regardless of whatever the case is. You know? If I see the sanitation workers pull up in front of the house and they take in the trash, doing what they got to do, I salute them. Those are hardworking men. You understand? When I go to Lowe's or Home Depot and I'm leaving and I see the guy pushing the carts to put them in place at the stores, I don't look down on him like, oh, I'm so much better than you. I salute him or her. You know? I respect all people. That's the American way. I get comments from people saying stuff like, oh, I don't know why you doing these kind of videos. White people wouldn't even piss on you if you were on fire. Listen, I'm not doing what I'm doing because I want white folk to put a fire out for me. I'm American. And I do what I do because I'm doing my part. If there were more black men that did their part like me, the black community would be doing very well. Because we got people holding us accountable. We don't got nobody holding us accountable in the black community. Do you know in the white community, there are people that hold the white community accountable? Did you know that? Oh, yeah. In every white community, they hold each other accountable. Oh, yeah. You may not think so, but they hold each other accountable. You can't go into a white community and sell drugs. Try it and see what happens. Slug says, why do you think white people hate you? When did I say white people hate me? You're slow. When did I say that? Guys, do you see how people are slow? When did I say white people hate me? When did I say that, guys? This person is slow. When did I say white people hate me? I never said that. I'm not making a video complaining about white people hating me. I don't care. I don't care who hate me. Black people hate me. That's who I'm talking about. Black folk that don't like me. I don't care who don't like me, whether they're white, black, it doesn't matter. My point is, black Americans hate me because I speak the truth and I hold black people accountable. So they're upset with me. You know? I'm not no racist like them. They're racist. They don't like white people. But if they go to a hospital and they're sick, they expect a white person to operate. I mean, if you're black and you don't like white people that much, then if you get into a car accident and you're trapped in your car, because you know white people, they're always the first to come save you. The white man would literally go in a house full of fire to save his dog. Y'all know what I'm saying? The white man is brave. The white man would literally go jump into the river to go save somebody in a car. Black folk ain't doing it. Black folk will have their cell phone looking at the lake like this. They'll be like this, guys. Watch this.
Damn, that's messed up, bro. What? Brother man fell down there in the lake. Hold up, wait a minute now. Look at that white man. Hey, bro, don't jump in there. It's too late. What is that white man doing? I don't know. It looked like he's trying to be a hero. Wait a minute. He got him. He actually saved him. This is crazy. He just saved him. What? He saved him. That's pretty cool.
That's how it be. The white man will always be a hero right away. I see it all the time. You know, I remember when I was in New York, when I was living in New York and I crashed on the Brooklyn Bridge because a tourist was with their damn camera and they kind of came to the side and their elbow hit me and I went crashing into the rail. I looked up, all I saw was white people. You know? I just saw white people in clouds. I thought I was in heaven. You know? I was like, where the black people at? What the hell? Because I was like on the floor looking up. So I just saw clouds and white faces. So I thought I'd done passed on or something like that. And, you know, the first words I heard was a white lady. She was like, would you like a bottle of water? I was like, I'm good. Then a white guy says, are you okay? We could get you to the hospital. Hey, let's get him up. Guys. I was like, I'm good. Let me just chill right here. And then I looked on the side. I saw 3 black guys walking by and they had their cameras like this.
Oh, man, I ain't stopping for him. You ain't gonna stop for the brother? Nah, it won't stop for him. The white people taking care of him.
Absolutely crazy, guys. So what I'm saying is, if you hate white people so much as a black man, why do you want help from the government? Why do you want public assistance? You should just tell the government, I don't need it. Right? Do the right thing. Just say you don't need it. Don't take the support. Shout out to Scare. What is that? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name properly. Scare Them. Shout out to you for the $1.99. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. I got to get hooked on phonics or something. I don't think I'm going to come back on with another live. I'm kind of tired too. I was working on the yard the whole time. Shout out again for another support. You says, I support you. Love all people. Yeah, that's how you got to do it. You got to respect all people. You got to show love. You got to show support. Let's get the likes to 1,000, guys. We had 700 likes, guys. We've been on literally for 2 hours, man. We got to do better, fam. We got to do better. Let's get the likes to 1,000 by double tapping the screen. Everybody double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get them likes up. So YouTube could promote the video. More people need to see this truth. Shout out to Greg for the $1.99 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says, I love what you're doing. Appreciate you. Let's see what else we got. El Musico, shout out to you for the support. Says, as a Mexican American, this is the same thing we go through for supporting the flag, American flag. Keep speaking the truth, man. Hey, I appreciate the support. Said it's the same thing we go through for supporting the flag. So in other words, you being a Mexican American, if you support the American flag, you get hate coming your way. Basically, that's what you're saying. Yeah. Because it's almost like if they see you, they're like, you're a traitor. That's how they see me in the black community. They call me a tether, a coon, a sambo, a grifter. I mean, all of those names, I just use those names as fuel for the fire. I laugh when they do all of that stuff because it doesn't bother me at all. I laugh. Shout out to David for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the work. Shout out to David for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Guys, this display proved that, number one, Charlie Kirk was not a racist. Charlie Kirk actually loved all people. You understand that? Charlie Kirk had an event held for black youth to empower them, bringing them around entrepreneurs, businessmen, the president, and various others in high positions to show them another side of life. I remember when I was a teenager and I was in junior high, and all I knew was the ghetto. That's all I knew. Never been in a house, I never seen what a house looked like. I mean, on TV, yeah. Driving by, yeah. But I never been in one. Nobody in my family had a house. Everybody lived in apartments. And I remember when I was exposed to this type of stuff from hanging around white students and others that I associated with, when they would invite me over their houses, and I was able to see a different side of life that I'd never seen before. And I remember walking into these little mini mansions in New York. And I'm looking around, and I never been in no places like this. I'm talking about the ceilings were like 20 feet high. You know, when you're in an apartment, the ceiling is like 8 feet. So in their house, the ceiling was like damn near 20 feet high, man. And in the bedrooms, they were like 15 feet. Airy. You could breathe. The bathroom in their house was like, they had about damn near 4 bathrooms. 4 or 5 bathrooms, man. Bathroom was bigger than my apartment. The bathroom. I never seen nothing like this. Now, to these white boys, this was normal. So they was like, you don't got this? That's how they were talking. They was like, when we gonna come hang out at your house? I was like, I don't got a house. I got an apartment. They was like, what's that? They asked me, what's that? They didn't even know what an apartment was. That's when I knew I was poor. They didn't look down on me, because when I invited them over, they came through. But one thing I do remember, one of the white boys, he was like, why your ceiling so low? Yo, I was like, bro, man, for real, you gonna do that? He was like, no, I feel like claustrophobic. Like, I don't understand. Like, why the ceiling is so, I could almost touch it. I could touch the ceiling. In my house, you got to go get a ladder. So I was feeling some type of way. I'm like, damn. He never been in an apartment. I never been in a house. So my point is, Charlie Kirk brought 400 black youth to a black summit to show them a different side of life, to empower the youth, to give them inspiration, to work hard, to teach them that you don't got to be gang members. You don't got to sell drugs. You could do anything with your life and be successful. If Charlie was a racist, he wouldn't do that. If Charlie was a racist, he would never do that. And I feel that there's a lot of men that have been inspired by Charlie to go out there and debate and talk and speak. And what's sad about this is that the black community in these colleges didn't take the opportunity to shine. Instead, they took it as a moment to be evil and wicked and express hate. Just look at what they did, guys.
Hey, you can't don't do that. Come on. Yo.
Oh, you better not, Blake. You better not. Okay.
You know what gets me mad? When a black man stands up to be violent when a man is peaceful. The white guy was pretty peaceful and civilized. He just wanted to have conversations. But the black youth got up in his face ready to fight. You know, one of the issues I have with a lot of black men is that y'all be thinking that like white men can't fight. Like they're pussies or something. A white guy can beat your ass just like a black guy can whoop your ass. I need to make that clear. I'm pretty sure that white guy could have floored that black youth. Easy. He could have did that. But he chose to reserve that energy to just communicate in peace. Why is it that as black young men, you always got to resort to violence and anger? One of the best things you could do as a black man is be civilized and have civil discourse with other men. People will respect you when they see that. The way you handle situations will earn respect from your peers. They would respect you because sometimes people provoke you to get you angry. And when you carry yourself the right way, they be like, wow, this guy is different. He ain't get upset. He ain't get pissed. He ain't want to fight, nothing. He's different. Why are they messing with the people's property, taking their signs and trashing them? That's wrong.
Bring the sign back.
Look at that. He got a weapon, a screwdriver. You would never think that this is a college, guys. You would never think this is a college. Never. You know? Let me see. Those kids were wrong for losing their cool, but if our young men would have simply sent an official challenge, this could have been avoided. The best thing they could have done is debate. Remember the movie, I believe it's called The Great Debater? It was a good movie, right? The Great Debater, I believe that was the name of the film. I think black youth need to go watch the film because it'll teach them some things. I believe that was the name of it. It was a good film. The best thing they could have done is conduct themselves as decent human beings and just have the conversation. Because, you know, people are saying that the white guy went down there with a purpose to do whatever. I have my opinions of what is what. I'm not going to get into all of that. My point is this. If you guys are civilized human beings and these men came down to your campus, whether their intentions was to trigger you or whatever the case is, you have the power and the ability to conduct yourself in a certain way that don't make you look bad. So if you display yourself like an animal, checkmate. So if his purpose was negative or to incite something or whatever the case is, by the pure fact of your actions, you proved him right. Because you displayed yourself like an animal. I don't see those white men acting like animals. They could have easily got violent. They chose not to. That's self-control. So they exercised self-control, whereas the black youth decided to antagonize the white man and be hostile.
We're gonna do like a little end live pre-game or post-game situation here. We have 500 people watching.
We've got 500 right here watching.
Look.
What do you mean, why? What? Tensions are high, why rage bait? That's not the Charlie Kirk way. As whites, we are not proud of our men either. But what do you mean by rage bait? These men went down to a college, a black college, to debate and have conversations. If the students didn't want to have nothing to do with them, all they could do is just ignore them and just go to class. You know, they could have just walked by and just go about their business. That's not rage baiting. No, they don't have to say anything. Who's that guy right there with the middle finger? Come on now.
Look, whoa. This is insane. What the heck? Oh my gosh.
That's pure violence, guys. That's violence right there. Matt said that was black excellence. I don't know. I guess it's some form of excellence, I guess. I would be embarrassed if I was their parent. What they need to do is take away any funding from that college. That would be great. And see, by me saying that, it gets black people upset. At the same time, they deserve that. The way those students are carrying themselves, it'll make people wonder, why are we funding these colleges for? For what? Look at how the students act. They don't want education. They act like animals.
Well, I think the Fearless tour definitely made an impact.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw something in our car?
You said, if I were to show up at your house unannounced for a debate, what would you do? First of all, that's a college. That's not somebody's house. I don't think anybody's going to run to your house to debate you. Right? A college campus is not your house. Right? Even if you live on campus or whatever the case is, it's not a whatchamacallit, like it's your house. You don't own nothing here. Right? It's a place for higher learning, right? Okay. So you should be open to have conversations. We're in the public eye. You don't have to even come to me. You could ignore me. It's the American way. Freedom of speech, right? So if they set up a table and they put up an option for you to communicate with them, if you don't want to have nothing to do with them, all you got to do is just ignore them. But no, they didn't choose to exercise their freedom, right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't, they don't have, they wanted to argue and be violent. Nobody forced them to do that. And then when the guys are trying to leave, they're all in their faces, marching with them, throwing stuff at them. Come on, man. This is why nobody takes the black community serious, guys. Because if they're not calling you a coon or anything else, it's just a waste of time, guys. I mean, do the white community, let me ask the white guys something. If you're white, right? Let me ask you a question. I just want to know, because as a black man in America, I get hated by my own people all the time. You know, I want to know, as a white man in America, right? When you are different, outspoken, civilized American, do you as a white man experience a certain level of hate from your own people in terms of name calling? They put you in a group and they just, I can't even, I don't even know how to put this thing in words. Do you get this type of treatment from your people? Not black people, your people. I want to know. You said yes. Some said no, yes. Nope, nope, yes. It's the same white people, bro. You're not special. Well, it's not about being special. Never said I was. I never said I was special. I just want to know. I'm not white. So for the court, people may think that these things don't happen. So it's not about being special, because I don't like it. I didn't know special people get hated. It's not a fun thing to be hated by your own people. Especially when you're trying to enlighten them. You know? What do you mean, are you black American? What is that supposed to mean? Are you black American? What is that? Are you human American? Jessica, you said, are you black American? What does this mean? What is your point, please? Because I already see where this is going. I already know where this is going, guys. Now we're going to get into the tether conversation. This is excellent for white Americans to see this live. Jessica, come on into the live chat. What exactly do you mean, Jessica? Let's have the conversation. You said, where is that comment? Jessica. Yeah, this live chat moving too quick, man. Jessica says, are you black American? And then she disappeared. Where is Jessica, guys? Jessica, what do you mean? Are you black American? This is why when you have these discussions on social media, guys, we really can't even get some good conversations going, because there's a lot of people that show up to the shows just to troll, and they really don't have anything of value to add to the conversation. This is one of the reasons why I don't even open the phone lines, guys. I would love to open the phone lines to callers, man, and have like callers call in, but I can't do that with people that just don't know how to communicate. Like, imagine the type of people that would be calling in, being disrespectful. This is social media. I gotta protect the platform. So when people call in, they can't be saying certain things over the air. So that's why I never resort to opening the phone lines and stuff like that. I've been wanting to do that, but I'm not doing that. You know, I could just imagine the type of people that would call in. F you, Ringo, I can't stand your mother effing blah, blah, blah. I'm like, not doing that mess. Because see, if we were face to face and you did that, it would be a different story. That's why I'm saying, like, on social media, it's easy to do stuff like this. But if you're face to face with a man, it's a whole different ball game. When men are face to face, they know how to respect one another. They know how to respect one another when they're face to face. When you're on social media, people, it's like they feel it's okay to disrespect other men, when under normal circumstances, you wouldn't talk like that in another man's face. You just wouldn't do that. And it's not about no Ray tough guy thing. We know that as men, we would not do these things when we're in front of men face to face. We won't do these things. You know? Shout out to David again for another support to the show. He says, mature, great forward thinking attitude. You're a gem. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, supporting the show. Be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Shout out again to David for the support. And if any of you are on the road driving, drive safe. You know, don't be looking down at the camera and stuff, or your phone or whatever. Just listen to the audio. Pay attention to the road. Let me see. A person with a username called A, obviously is a troll, says, why are you also getting so triggered? We're just going to ignore your comment. It makes no sense. Man, doesn't make any sense, guys. Did Jessica come back? Let me see. Jessica says, is your family from the American South? What in the world is this woman talking about, guys? What does that have to do with anything? Get to your point. What does that have to do with anything? I'm trying to make you spit it out. Spit it out, girl. Spit it out. What exactly are you trying to say? I want you to say what you want to say rather than you playing semantics. What exactly are you saying? Jessica. Jessica. ¿Habla inglés? Jessica. Ven acá. Where Jessica at? ¿Qué lo que, Jessica? ¿Qué está haciendo? Jessica. I tried telling her, she no listen to me, papi. I tried tell her. You know, mi madre, she come to the country. I tried tell her, she no listen to me. You know, mi madre, she come to the country. She tell me to the escuela. After the escuela, I go to the supermercado, and you know, the man, he come to me, try hit me. I say, no me pegue. Vete pa allá. He try hit me. I say, hey, don't let me go get my knife, or go get my gun, or call my son. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble with you. I don't want no trouble, papi. You said you're not funny. You can stop now? You a hater. You know good and well I'm way more funny than you are. I know you're jealous, all right? You're jealous, right?
He's jealous of Ringo. You're right, he's jealous. He's most likely a bum with no job. Yes, he is. He's a bum. You don't got no job. That's what it is. He's just mad at Ringo.
He's a loser. Get it? Hey, guys, get it? He's a loser. He's a loser. That's why his username is A. He's a loser. Oh, man, this is crazy, man. You know you're going to come back in with another comment, right? Now he's gay bashing now. This is the next thing that the black community... Listen, if you're white and you want to know how the black community is going to counteract anything you do, first they're going to call you names. Then when that don't work, they're going to call you gay. They always do this in the black community. They'll argue with you. They'll call you names. They'll insult you. And when none of those things work, then they're going to start to mess with your sexuality and say, you're gay. You're acting like a woman. You're acting feminine. To try to shame you. None of that stuff moves me, man. It's crazy, man. Tell you, bruh. Did your father serve in the military? Mine did. Is your father American military, a vet? Mine is. I'm American, way more American than you. Trust and believe that. Where Jessica at? I forgot about Jessica, fam. Did she ever come back? I mean, look. I'm hungry. I gotta get something to eat. Jessica said, thanks, Gino. I see. What Gino said? Gino says, Ringo from Brooklyn, New York. Ethnicity, Panamanian. See, you're listening to somebody that don't even know me. How could somebody else answer for me? And Jessica's so foolish, she thanks him and says, oh, thanks. How could someone else answer for me? I thought you asked me. How could somebody else answer for me? That don't make no sense. Number one, I'm American. My daddy, born an American. He's American, right? I was born in America. My mom is from Panama. So I'm American. So what's your point? What's your point, Jessica? Because if your name is Jessica, then that means you speak it in Spanish. Jessica. Right? So what's your point? What is your point? Jessica. Jessica is probably Dominicano. Probably Puerto Rican. Gotta be one of the two. Jessica, Puerto Rican, probably Dominican. I don't think Panamanian, no. I don't know too many Jessicas that are Panamanian. No. That's not Panamanian, no. Or maybe she's just using that name because she want to appear like she's a Latino. Oh my goodness, man. And she still didn't make her point, guys, on why she's asking me these questions. You know why? Because she was on these other channels that keep calling me Tether all day. I could read her mind. She's so easy to figure out. She'd be watching these YouTube channels where you have these black racists that are always calling me a tether. You know, like on YouTube, they're going around saying I'm Jamaican. That's what they literally do, guys. On YouTube right now, they going around saying that I'm Jamaican, Trinidadian. Some YouTubers saying I'm Haitian. I'm like, I don't know where they're getting this from. Like, this is crazy. Absolutely sick, guys. Let me see. Did she come back in? I don't see her, guys. She probably left. She got offended, guys. She got offended and left. So anyway, guys, we're gonna get up on out of here. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I gotta go get me something to eat. I got a lot of work to do in the morning on my yard. Man, I did some work yesterday, ripping up the yard. Like the lawn is growing in pretty good, but there was some sections on the side of the house that I had to rip and replant more seed. So I'm gonna do that in the morning and whatnot, because it's all complicated. I don't want to go into all of it. You know what I'm saying? It's too much complicated stuff to talk about. I'll lose you if I even try to talk about it. It's a bunch of like yard work language, you know. Only the yard guys out there, the yard ladies that are into landscaping and stuff like that, you understand what I mean. But you know, I gotta prep the yard and whatnot. I'm gonna build some lighting show on the house. I'm gonna build like a lighting show. Not for no Halloween. I don't celebrate Halloween. At the same time, Halloween in the South, in this community, is crazy. Like I said, I'm originally from New York, so I know how it is, how crowded it is in New York. So when I moved here, this is a quiet community, very quiet and whatnot. At the same time, on Halloween, fam, out here look like Times Square. I never seen so many people come visit this community, fam. Cars are everywhere. People are walking everywhere. So if I'm trying to grow my yard and trying to grow grass, I don't want nobody walking on the side of I have the corner house. So typically people try to walk over the lawn to come to the other side. And I nipped that in the bud right away. Like, I put signs all over. Don't step on my yard, fam. Respect the yard. You know what I mean? I respect your yard. You would never see my kids on your yard. Trash, nothing. Riding bicycles, nothing. So respect my yard. That's all I ask. Respect. You know? So what I'm gonna do for Halloween time is I'm gonna build like not a fence. At the same time, it's gonna be like a lighting show that's gonna look like a fence. Like, I'm gonna get some stakes. I already bought them already. And you hammer them things into the dirt, and you build like a fence, but it's not really a fence. It's just where you put the lights on and let the lights go all the way around the perimeter of the corner area of the house and the front area of the house. That way, when the Halloween crowd shows up on that day, it'll have the lighting that's going around, and I'm gonna put caution tape at the lower area going all the way around. I don't want nobody on my yard, fam. And I'm gonna be outside guarding the property. Literally, if anybody cross that line, it's gonna be a fucking problem. I don't play, guys, when it comes to my yard. Do we have any yard people in the building that actually care about their property and their yard? And you're very serious and you don't play these games where people just doing whatever they want? Do we have anybody? Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. Do we have anybody in here that don't play? Meaning, I don't want to see your dog on my yard. Don't be bringing your damn dog on my yard to urinate, to do anything on my yard. Don't do it. I don't want to see your kids on my yard. I don't care if they kids. Now, I'll forgive babies. You know, babies do little things. They drive their trucks and do little weird stuff and whatnot. I'll forgive them. But if your kid keep coming on my yard, I'm gonna have to come see you as a parent and be like, look, at some point, you gotta be supervising your kids, right? Don't keep doing that now. But for me, I don't like nobody playing games on my yard. I take my work very serious. I mean, if you like your yard looking like crap, that's you. But don't be on my yard being goofy. You know? Yes, stay up. I have signs all over the house. Them stay off the grass signs. I got them all around the house. all over. I'm the only one in the community with them signs. And I know sometimes neighbors get mad. They're like, why he got signs up? I'm calling the HOA. What? I don't understand why he got signs saying stay up. So you want to walk on my yard? No. I put the sign up so that you could respect the property. The hell wrong with you? It's crazy, man. Because when I first got here, man, there was a lot of goofy stuff going on. And I'm looking out the window. I said, I'm going to nip this in the bud pretty soon. And boy, did I do that. I would literally go outside, walk right up to people face to face, man to man, and be like, look, sir, get off my yard. I don't want to see you ever on my yard ever again. And I look at them in their face and tell them, don't ever step foot on my yard, ever. It's not a sidewalk over here. You walk around the block. I don't want to see you on the yard. Because, see, here's the thing, guys. I can't go on your yard. I can't go on your yard and do that. If I went and I took a motorcycle and just start riving it up and play around on your yard, destroying your property, you would come outside with your gun. Or you'll call the law. One or the other. Or we're going to be fighting. So what makes you think you could do that to me? Sometimes people will test you and see what you going to do. Oh, you're going to see what I'm going to do. You're going to see. I'm going to flip. But see, with me, not only would I flip, I'll have everything on tape, so call the police. My first course of action is to get everything on tape and build a paper trail. That's actually the white way of doing things. You get it? The white way. Shout out to all the white folk that understand what I just said. See, the white man, before he come outside and yell at you, he makes sure he got his camera recording you. That's right. Camera's recording, and after he got you a couple of times doing dirt, then he come outside and be like, hey, bud, I don't want to see you on my yard again now. What? I said I don't want to see you on my yard again. You see the no trespassing sign right there. I don't want you on my yard. I work on this yard all the time, and I don't want to see you there now. Are you some sort of racist? Sir, I don't want you on my yard. How you gonna call the man a racist and he's telling you don't go on his yard? That's crazy work, bro. People are funny, bro. And that's why I do these videos, because a lot of times, now you got some white folk that'll tell you straight up how they feel. They don't care if you call them a racist. They'll tell you straight. But for the most part, some white folk don't want to be labeled racist, so they just stay quiet, you know, about certain things. I just like to speak and talk about these issues, because what went on at that HBCU was disgusting. It's horrible. And nobody should be supporting those colleges like that, fam. Whatever their motives was, I can't read his mind. All I know is that they set up a table and they were literally attacked by a mob. And it's disgusting. And I feel that all those students that are seen on these videos should be held accountable by the university. They should be held accountable. And here's the thing, guys. The university put out a statement claiming that the students were acting in a professional manner. That's a lie. That is a complete lie. They were chanting Black Power. They were destroying their car, stealing their possessions, threatening them with weapons. And the college said that the students act in a professional manner in response to the situation. It's a total lie. So somebody need to hold Tennessee State University accountable, because this public statement that they put out is so false. It just shows that that university is not that of moral character and good character at all. Whoever's running the show can't trust it. They can't be trusted. They can't be trusted, guys. To lie about that can't be trusted. You know? So we're going to play it one more time, guys, for those that didn't see, and then we're going to pretty much shut down the live, guys.
All we did was set up a table.
She's calling him a loser, but yet they depend on the system to be able to be there. I don't know if anybody peeped that part. A black guy in the background said they did not park that way. They parked this way over here. So if you guys know he didn't park that way, why y'all marching with them? He's just getting the content. See, again, guys, whether you agree or disagree, he's doing his job. He's getting the content. The black youth is just falling into the trap. As always. Because you're following the man. You're following the man. The man is walking away. You're following him. What happened in the Trayvon Martin situation with Zimmerman? Trayvon was walking away, right? And what was Zimmerman doing? Walking behind him. Stalking. Okay, what are those black people doing? What are they doing? He's trying to walk away. They following him. You see that? But yet, everybody want to talk about Zimmerman this, Zimmerman that. But look at what black people are doing. Nobody don't want to talk about it now. That man was being stalked, him and his team. Because the black youth could have just said, hey, they're leaving. Let's get out of the way. Let's go back to campus. Let's do what we got to do. They busy escorting them along with the police. Or I don't know if it was the police or the staff members of the college. I don't know. But the point is, why they following him around? Why they doing that?
Hey, what's up, man? Like, oh, pressing hell. You feel me? Like, it's a crazy day out here.
He threw up gang signs and then he switched it up. How could she be tired of them? Because you said she is probably tired of them coming to colleges. Who is she? Who is she? She's the owner of the college? She's the owner? How could she be tired of them coming to colleges? She don't have to be there. It's just like, if you don't like me, you don't have to watch, right? You can choose to go. So even if these men came there to do whatever they came to do, I'm pretty sure there are students that was there that didn't even bother being a part of this drama. I can guarantee you there are students that saw this and they just went the other way and said, I don't even want to be on camera. I'm not trying to be in no drama. I don't want my parents to see me in this mess because this is going to be on social media. trust and believe that there was some students that was there that most likely said, I'm not dumb. I don't want my parents to see me out here acting the fool. You know? And shout out to everybody coming in the show. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much about to shut it down. I literally been on almost 3 hours, fam. So you got to watch the replay. And I be seeing people, they be coming on my live. They be like, oh, you got all these views. Where are the comments? I'm like, clown, the comments are in the live chat. This is a live chat. We're doing a live show. If I'm doing a live show, there's not going to be a bunch of comments after a live show when you have people already commented already. Now, people will comment after the show stream finish, but it's not going to be as much as it is in a live stream. You know, it's different. I'm in the YouTube Shorts algorithm. A lot of these people that are here are probably now discovering my channel and they don't know me. So they may subscribe, they may check out my long form content, see what I'm about, and maybe they'll leave a comment, hopefully. You know, that's the whole goal is for people to discover you and stuff like that. You know, they may like the things that I'm saying and be like, wow, I like this guy. Let me give him a subscribe, you know, and then they go watch the replays and be like, wow, this guy really do some good content. You know what I'm saying? But people been complaining. I seen one YouTuber, he was like, oh, I'm going to do a video about it. Y'all know which YouTuber I'm talking about. He was throwing shade at me the other day. He was like, yeah, I'm not going to be doing no vertical lives because it's just a bunch of fake views. He said, I'm going to keep doing my horizontal with my grassroots audience. He was throwing shade at me because I get more views than him. And he called it fake views. There ain't no fake views, fam. If it was fake views, my channel wouldn't be growing, guys. Because these YouTubers, what they're doing, they're making videos about me because they're jealous. And they're saying that I'm buying views. I'm buying subscribers. I'm like, what are you talking about? I do good content. People like the things that I'm saying. They support the show. They subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm nothing without the viewers. If the viewers don't view the content, support the show, I don't got a platform. See, I'm not like these guys on YouTube who think they this and that. I understand that the people make the platform. So I just provide good commentary, good work, be genuine when I'm on camera, be respectful to all groups. Whether your background, white, black, doesn't matter who you are, should show respect. The American way. And in the end, you reap the benefits because what happens is when you carry yourself with respect, people give you respect. Those are core values that I believe in, you know. But now if I came online attacking white people, bashing gays, you're not going to get no support from those groups. They're going to look at you as a hater. They're going to look at you as a very bad person. So I understand that in the world we live in, respect is the key. Respect. When I was in the workplace, working at the 9 to 5, you had gays, you had different religious groups, you had different people. And see, in the workplace, I can remember this, guys. I can remember this clear as day. Even though I have my own biblical beliefs, when I was in the workplace, I would have coworkers that would be Muslim. Some would be into Hinduism. Another would be in this different faith. And I remember I had a meeting with some of the staff members, and I was like, look, guys, let's not talk about religion. Let's not talk about religion. Can we agree? Let's just come here, do our job, treat each other with respect. But one thing, let's just follow this one rule. Let's not talk about religion. Don't bring your belief system to the workplace. Let's just keep that at home because we don't want to cause no issues. And we all agreed. And there was no drama. Because a lot of times when people start bringing up their religious beliefs, man, I tell you, man, it just be a war automatically, bro. And I can't stand it. It'd be a nonstop war going on all day long, man. Let me see. Lively Cut says, New Bonnet is jealous. Can't even get 10K people to believe his lies. See, he's on the wrong side of history. We're going to do more videos about him. The guy that Lively Cuts is talking about, New Bonnet, is a black racist YouTuber who is jealous of me and jealous of a lot of people, and he hates white people. He been disrespecting Charlie Kirk's death. He been disrespecting his wife. Right now, he's on a campaign, guys. This is what he's doing. The YouTuber named New Breed is actually going around saying that Donald Trump, now again, guys, this is not my words. Not my words. This is coming from a YouTuber, a black racist, a narcissist. He's going around YouTube saying that Donald Trump, the president, was sleeping with Erica Kirk and how the kids are not Charlie Kirk's kids. They need to get a DNA test. I kid you not, guys. I kid you not. I'm going to do a separate video with it, but this is pretty much what he did, guys. I actually have a little snippet. I think I got a little snippet of it right here, guys. Let me see if I can play a tape. Let me see. Is this it? This may be it. Let me see if this is it, guys. This may be the tape. Oh, yeah. This looked like part of it. Let me see. This may be it, guys. Or is this it? It's two clips. Let me see if this is it.
Just joined. Christy, what's going on?
No, that's the second part. Listen to this, guys. This is the YouTuber here. I'm going to do a video with this separate, but just listen to this audio here. This is disgusting.
Coincidence? This is diabolical. Now, look, some people would say, New Breed, you're dealing with a woman who just lost her husband, and you would say, well, why are you dealing with, why are you talking about this grieving widow? That's what some would say. Listen, if that's the way you see this, then the media has you completely brainwashed. If you're not capable of actually critically analyzing this situation because they put a crying woman in front of you, a woman who ain't even squeezed no tears out, by the way, then you just lack critical thinking skills, because I'm not going to emotionally break down what happened. This is a worldwide story going on right now. It's made headwaves all around the world. So many people are discussing this situation, and we all want to know what's going on. We all want to know what's going on. I'm telling you. And something just don't sit right at all. Something don't sit right. And there's more and more people speaking up about this. It's more and more people who are really telling it like it is. And it's just too many questions, not enough answers.
If you didn't know.
Too many questions, not enough answers.
Why didn't CK's parents show up to his funeral? Their absence reveal who Erica Kirk really is.
Yeah, why wasn't his parents at the funeral? Why is it that nobody really close to Charlie Kirk spoke at the memorial service? See, these type of questions.
See, here's the problem, guys. You notice what he's doing? He said, why Charlie Kirk this, parents, blah, blah, blah. If you knew anything about Charlie Kirk, because obviously he don't, Charlie Kirk kept his family out of the spotlight. A lot of you folks that are like, where's his parents? You're slow. The man was assassinated. Why would his family reveal themselves? Are you smart? If you study Charlie Kirk, he kept his family private. Go do your research. He kept his family out of the spotlight. That's called being wise. Too many people are dumb. Dumb. Why would his parents make themselves targets? Why would he put his parents in a position like that? And that YouTuber is using AI videos. He's literally finding AI videos talking a bunch of propaganda garbage to try to make it seem like Erica Kirk was this evil woman and how Charlie Kirk's parents never loved them, so they didn't show up to the funeral. For all you know, they were at the memorial. You just didn't know who they were. They didn't have to take center stage. You just didn't know who they were. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm very glad they didn't reveal who they are, because that makes them a target. Do you understand? A man that was assassinated, it would be inappropriate for anyone in his family to make themselves public, because that would make them a target. Because whoever orchestrated this situation with Charlie Kirk, because it's my opinion that the shooter that they got, I don't believe that's the shooter. I believe there's more to this. You understand? He didn't do this by himself. So whoever did this may want to take out Charlie's family, a brother, a cousin, a mother, a sister, an uncle, a father. You never know. So why would they make themselves a target? So anyone who's saying, well, his parents, that's kind of strange that they didn't show up to the funeral, you're slow and you're not thinking clear. You know? That's not wise. For all we know, his parents was in attendance and they just kept it quiet. There's nothing wrong with that. Because family can have their own private gatherings with family. They don't have to have everything in the public eye. See, social media makes people think everything got to be on social media. There are people out there who protect their privacy. They don't want nobody to know them. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't think they're weird or strange. Some people just don't want to be in the public. Do you understand? Listen, there are some elderly folks out there. This is a fact. Their children are millionaires. Their son, their daughter are multi-millionaires. They could put their mom and dad in a beautiful big house. Guess what? The mom and dad want to live on that ranch house that they got. They don't care about nothing. The son is like, Ma, I'll buy you a house. I'll put you here. I can move you out. The father's like, no, I don't want to go nowhere. I like right where I'm at. I like this little area. I like the little lake that's right there where I could go by the pond. I don't want to go nowhere. I like my peace. But I could buy you designer clothes. I could get you this. I could get you a nice fancy car. I don't want none of that. I like my little pickup truck. The father likes his pickup truck. That's all he like. He don't care about none of that stuff. Some people just don't care about these materials. Guys, life is short. Today we're here, tomorrow we're gone. You know, a lot of us have nice cars, live in nice communities, nice home, furniture, electronics. All that stuff is fun. It's nice. But I'm going to tell you something, guys. When you're gone, all that stuff stays right here. It don't come with you. You know? It don't come with you. Now watch what this guy says, guys. Check this out. Listen to what he say.
We have to ask these type of questions. I said this from the beginning. This is an Illuminati blood sacrifice. A lot of people thought I was losing my mind. They thought I was a tinfoil hatsman. They thought I was crazy. They called me all kind of names.
He's crazy.
But now a lot of truth is surfacing. There's more questions than answers about the death of Kirk.
Listen.
Let's go.
If you didn't know, Erica actually knew Trump even before she met CK.
She did. Now we don't have to say allegedly on that. We now don't have to say allegedly on that. Now, I personally believe Trump been clapping them cheeks. And I also believe that those kids need a DNA test. Yeah.
Did you hear what he just said? Trump was having sex with Erica Kirk. This YouTuber said that. And how they need to get a DNA test for the kids.
I believe they need a DNA test. I believe that a lot of these beauty pageants, not even I believe, a lot of these beauty pageants, a lot of rich elite men go there to pick women. That's what they do.
If Trump ever find this guy's YouTube channel, I promise Trump will literally destroy him just for those statements. That's complete slander, defamation of character, 100%. And Trump got the resources, the attorneys, the money. He'll crush this guy. This guy would wish he never said that. You know, saying that Trump is screwing Erica Kurt and how the kids, Charlie's kids are not his. They need to get a DNA test is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. I'm going to do a separate video with that, guys. I just wanted to let you listen to it to show you that this guy here on the screen, that guy, horrible, horrible person. Very horrible. As soon as Charlie died, he took it to social media to laugh at his death, mocking his death. He disrespected Erica. He said Erica was a Klan's member, a Jezebel, and a witch. Totally disrespected her and the kids. Absolutely nasty work, guys. Diabolical. But anyway, guys, we're going to get up on out of here. I appreciate everybody stopping by to the show. Going to get up on out of here. I got to get something to eat. Yep. So you guys have a blessed day, guys. If you're on the road, drive safe. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Don't rush. Just take your time. No road rage. You know, just do what you got to do. Yeah. So I hope that this show edified you, made you understand a few things. The black community really got to do better. Each HBCUs need to get it together. What they did was horrible, disrespectful. It made black people look bad as a whole. It's embarrassing. That's why I have to do the video, because I have to hold the black community accountable. I can't just sit here and watch this evil and not say nothing. Charlie Kirk never did this. Charlie Kirk wasn't acting racist like this towards people. Hateful, mob, a group of thugs walking around doing this type of diabolical evil work. It's disgusting. This is nasty. They didn't deserve that. This is beyond evil, guys. You know? Totally disgusting work. You know? And people need to speak on these issues. This cannot just be ignored. The parents need to do something about this. These kids are literally throwing away their opportunities, throwing their lives away, embarrassing their families, embarrassing the college campus. Like, again, if this was the other way around, if this was one black guy walking and a mob of whites, my goodness, the news media would be going crazy. There would be all sorts of racism, white supremacy videos. It'll be all over the place. They'll say a white mob was trying to lynch a black man. So we got to speak on these issues. All you content creators out there that have platforms, small or large, speak on these issues. Talk about it. Charlie Kirk would have never resorted to doing these type of things, man. And this is black youth doing this, college kids. Sad. It really is sad, guys. It's embarrassing. And this is why we as so-called black people, we get looked upon in a certain way, man. Because of stuff like this. This doesn't make us look good, guys. No matter how black you want to act, as if though it don't matter, other groups of people is looking at these videos. And they're seeing how we conduct ourselves. And you might not have been there, but those are your people. And when you don't speak on these issues and you don't say nothing, then that means you're a part of the problem. Because the college don't even care. They put out a lie. They said that their students was acting very professional and respectful, and that's a lie. Again, we show you the receipt of what the college put out. The college put out this statement claiming that students conducted themselves in a professional and respectful manner. That's a lie. They didn't respect them guys at all. You know? So you guys take care. I'm gonna get up on out of here, do what I gotta do. Right? Ringo TV. Appreciate you all stopping by. Those of you that subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe today, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Ringo TV, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. Putting in work since 2006. Bringing you and yours with the best commentary on YouTube. Subscribe today. Click the notification bell for more. And tune in on the next video. Ringo TV Reactions. So you guys take care. We out of here, man. Peace and blessings. I'm out of here. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.